Body presence or absence of body cavity is also important for the classification of animals into different phyla. Presence of body cavity is also important for the classification of animals. Body cavity is present between body wall and gut wall. Body cavity is present between body wall and gut wall. Consider in this the outer covering of the skull. Outer covering of the skull is a body wall. Outer covering is a body wall, and refill is the gut wall. And there is a space. Space is present between refill and body wall. See, here gap is present between refill and covering of the pen. Consider refill as a gut wall. Gut wall means in the gut wall we can observe the presence of different organs of the digestive system. Various organs are present. Body wall means outermost covering of the body. And the outermost covering or covering of the pen is a body wall, whereas refill is the gut wall. And there is a space or gap is present between refill and pen. Consider that space as a body cavity. Body cavity means body cavity is present between body wall and gut wall. Body cavity. It is present. Body cavity is present between gut wall and body wall. In some animals, body cavity is present, and in some other animals, body cavities are absent. Suppose in an animal, body cavity is present between body wall and gut wall, and the body cavity is completely lined by mesoderm, then it is called as coelom. Important for 1 mark. What is coelom? Coelom is nothing but when a body cavity present between gut wall and body wall is lined by mesoderm. Means like this. Consider this is a gut wall. This is a gut wall. Here cells are present. It is a gut wall. And this is a body cavity. Empty space, body cavity. If this body cavity is lined by mesoderm, body cavity is lined by mesoderm. Here also cells are present. In the mesoderm, here cells are present like this. This is the body cavity which is completely lined by mesoderm. Then next to the mesoderm, here I will write ectoderm, which forms the body wall. Ectoderm. Or consider it is a body wall, it is as a gut wall, and here body cavity is present which is completely lined by mesoderm. Then it is called as coelom. Coelom. So this is body cavity. Body cavity. This is gut wall. This is mesoderm. Then this one is ectoderm. Clear? It is called as coelom. So what is coelom? When a body cavity present between gut wall and body wall is completely lined completely lined or covered by mesoderm, then it is called as coelom. When a body cavity present between gut wall and body wall, body cavity present between gut wall and body wall is completely lined. Lined means covered. Lined by mesoderm, it is called as coelom. Then it is called as coelom. Animals having coelom are called as coelomates. Coelomates are the animals having coelom. Coelomates. Coelomates are the animals having coelom. Animals having or animals possessing or having. Animals having coelom or animals possessing coelom are called as coelomates. Example for coelomates: Annelida, Arthropoda. Annelida, Arthropoda are coelomates. Mollusca, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca. In all these organisms, we can observe the presence of coelom. Then, next one, pseudocoelomates. Pseudocoelom. Pseudo means false. False coelom. Pseudocoelom or false coelom. What is false coelom? Here, body cavity is present. Body cavity is present means like this. This is the gut wall, and here is the body cavity. But body cavity is not completely lined by mesoderm. Body cavity is not completely lined by mesoderm. Instead, mesoderm is present as scattered pouches. Mesoderm is present as scattered pouches. Scattered means distributed. Pouches means small bag-like. So this is the mesoderm, but in the coelom, mesoderm is present complete. It is completely lined with the body cavity. But in case of pseudocoelom, this mesoderm is present as scattered pouches. Then outer to the mesoderm, here ectoderm is present. Outer to this ectoderm is present. Here this is gut wall, and then this is the body cavity, and these are scattered pouches of mesoderm. Scattered pouches. Pouch means bag-like, small bag-like structure. Pouches of mesoderm. If body cavity is completely lined by mesoderm, then it is called as coelom. If body cavity is not completely lined by mesoderm and mesoderm is present as scattered pouches, then it is called as pseudocoelom. This is pseudocoelom. Pseudo means false. False coelom. Example is Aschelminthus. Aschelminthus. Body cavity present between body wall and gut wall is not completely lined by mesoderm Instead, mesoderm is present as scattered pouches. Is called pseudocoelom. Animals possessing pseudocoelom. Animals possessing pseudocoelom or animals having pseudocoelom are called as pseudocoelomates. Pseudocoelomates. Example, Asclepius. Then, next condition is acoelom. Acoelom. Acoelom means absence of coelom. Coelom is absent, means body cavity is absent. Body cavity is absent between gut wall and body wall. If body cavity is absent, then it is called as acoelom. If body cavity is absent between, means suppose if there is no gap between refill and pen covering of the pen, then it is called as acoelom. If cavity is present and it is covered completely by mesoderm, coelom. If cavity is present but it is not completely covered by mesoderm, instead mesoderm is present as scattered pouches, then it is called pseudocoelom. Acoelom means if body cavity is absent between gut wall and body wall, then it is called as acoelom. Acoelomates. Acoelomates. Acoelomates are the animals in which body cavity is absent. Animals in which body cavity is absent are called as acoelomates. Example, Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes. One example is enough. Usually they will ask this question for 1 or 2 marks. What is coelom? What is coelomates? And in which phylum we can observe coelom or pseudocoelom? Like this, they will ask. What is coelom and what is pseudocoelom? Important. This is about body cavity. Based on the presence or absence of body cavity, animals are classified. Next one is segmentation. Segmentation. Segmentation means in the body of some animals like earthworm and all, you might have seen the presence of small partitions like this, segments. When body is externally and internally divided into many segments with the serial repetition of some body parts, that is called as metamerism. Segmentation. In some animals we can observe the presence of segments. Consider this is the body of an earthworm or the worm which comes under phylum Annelida, Arthropoda. In the body of cockroach, you might have seen small segments in the body of cockroach. That is called as segmentation. Means here body is externally and internally divided into segments, and in their body we can observe the serial repetition of some body parts. Means consider this is the portion. The same portions are repeated here. Same portions are repeated. Then this is the small portion which is repeated. which is repeated somewhere here. This is called as metamerism. Segmentation. This phenomenon is called metamerism. So what is segmentation or metamerism? When body of an animal is internally and externally divided into segments with the serial repetition of some body parts. With the serial repetition of some body parts. Is called segmentation, and this phenomenon is called as metamerism. Segmentation or metamerism phenomenon of dividing the body externally and internally into segments with the serial repetition of some body parts. In some animals, segments are present, and in some other animals, segments are absent. For example, in case of cockroaches, earthworm, segments are present. So, in such organisms, we are saying that body is segmented. Segmented body. For example, in case of molluscans, segments are absent. Molluscans, for example, phyla. Molluscan species of molluscans are commonly available at the side of the sea, oceans. Body is unsegmented, means there is no segments in the body of molluscans, but in the body of cockroach, which belongs to arthropoda, in the body of earthworm, which belongs to annelida, segments are present. So we are calling it as body is segmented body. So examples, for this annelida, arthropoda. Annelida, arthropoda. Then one more thing is notochord. Based on the presence or absence of notochord, animals have been classified. Based on the presence or absence of notochord. What is notochord? Notochord is mesodermally derived, which is derived or originated from mesoderm of the germ layer. Outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm and inner endoderm. From mesoderm, notochord arises. Notochord is formed from the mesoderm. What is notochord? It is mesodermally derived rod-like structure. Mesodermally derived rod-like structure present at dorsal side of the body. Dorsal side of the body during embryonic stage. During embryonic stage is called notochord. Mesodermally derived rod-like structure present at the dorsal side of the body during embryonic stage is called notochord. Dorsal side of the body. Say, in case of body of any animal, ventral side means front side. Ventral means front side. Dorsal means back side. Backbone is present at the dorsal side. Then anterior means upper one. Head is the anterior part of the body. Posterior means lower. Foot is the posterior part of the body. Ventral means front, dorsal means back, anterior means upper part, posterior means lower part. This notochord is present at the dorsal side of the body, means at the back side of the body notochord is present, and it is a rod-like structure. It is a rod-like structure and produced at the embryonic stage. Embryonic stage. Embryo is one of the developmental stage of any animal. During the development of the animal inside the womb of the mother or inside the uterus of the mother, we can observe a stage called embryo. During that embryonic stage, this notochord is produced. In some animals, this notochord is present throughout the body. In some other animals, notochord is present only at particular part of the body. It may be present at the head region, or in the tail region it may be absent, or it may be present throughout the body. And in some animals, we can observe the presence of notochord only in the embryonic stage. After that, notochord may be replaced by vertebral column. In case of human beings, here backside vertebral column is present. Vertebral column is present means during the embryonic stage notochord is present in human beings, but later as the baby develops, that notochord will be replaced by vertebral column. What is present at the back side of our body is vertebral column. Means notochord is replaced by vertebral column in human beings. If notochord is present in the animals, if notochord is present, then they are called as chordates. Chordates. Notochord is present, then they are called as chordates. If notochord is absent, chordate means here notochord is present. If notochord is present in the body of an animal, then they are called as chordates. For example, pisces means fishes, aves, birds, mammals, including human beings. Then amphibians, frogs, amphibia, right? In all these animals we can observe the presence of notochord. But in some animals, notochord is replaced by vertebral column. In human beings, notochord is replaced by vertebral column. Particularly they are called as vertebrates. We are going to discuss in this chapter vertebrates. Pisces, amphibians, human beings, birds, all these are vertebrates, because in the body of these organisms notochord is replaced by vertebral column. Non-chordates means animals in which notochord is absent. They are called as non-chordates. Means notochord is absent. For example, sponges, porifera, hydra, coelenterate. Hydra comes under coelenterata. Then platyhelminthus, flatworms. This comes under non-chordates because in the body of these organisms notochord is absent. Chordates and non-chordates. In this chapter we are going to study about different phylum which comes under non-chordate and different phylum or classes which comes under chordates in detail with examples. From the next class, let us discuss about the different phylum, their characteristic features and examples. Thank you.